All right. I'd like to call the December meeting of the Carville Mayor and Board of Aldermen to order. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Eagley?
Here.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Here.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Here.
Ms. Beth Lawson? Here. Ms. Vicki Heatherly? Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Here.
Mayor Stewart?
Here. Do have a quorum. Eric Smith, would you say opening prayer for us, please, sir?
Bless the Lord once again by our heads for you. Give you thanks for praise for blessings and bless upon us. I pray that you watch over us here tonight. Give us the wisdom and sight, Lord, to do thy will. Give us the blessings and thy heart. Here, Lord, we ask and pray. Amen.
Thank you, sir. All right. Give everybody a few minutes to look over the minutes of the prior meeting, which are quite lengthy.
Is there an extra copy of that?
I'm sorry?
Is there a copy of that available?
Of the,
Of the agenda for tonight and of the meetings?
Minutes up there.
Thank you. That's fine.
okay. A lot of it has to do with all the property of our vet that
Yeah.
you've been working on. Boy, you see that note, you see this?
Yes.
That's been ran.
Ray, actually, he's thinking of, and I told him that we.
Everybody gets through, let me know. I'm not trying to rush you, just take your time. Yeah. It is. That's insurance. All right, has everybody had enough time to look? Everybody done? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the prior minutes as presented?
Make the motion.
All second. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, citizens input. Anybody like to address the council? Okay. Communication from the mayor. Okay, I'd like to say that it's coming Christmas time. Hope everybody has a real good Christmas this year. It's been a fairly good year for the city. We've had a lot to be thankful for this year. Also, I guess Beth, she may mention, I may jump the gun on you, Beth, anybody that's not registered for the Christmas light contest, I don't know how many we have or have not registered for it. If you don't register, you don't have opportunity to win. So anybody wants to register, they need to call here and register. So other than that, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll move on with the agenda. Okay, financial report, Ms. Tricia.
For the month of November 2018, in our general fund, we have $642,055.73. Reserve for rainy day fund is $45,000. And our special fire protection fees, we have $94,517.41. Our adjusted general fund balance is $502,538.32. And our State Street Aid Fund, we have $255,849.67. Our Industrial Fund, we have $5,943.97. And our Drug Fund, we have $16,387.99. So our revenues for the month of November, year 2018, is $128,100.28. Our expenditures for the month of November is $137,325.41, which leaves us with a negative difference of $9,225.13. And the reason why we are negative this month, we had our insurance liabilities that came out of this month, and our elections, because we had election this year, and plus our Christmas bonus. Without all that, we would have done really good.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the financial report?
I'll make the motion.
Discussion?
What is the street, or the State Street Aid, how much is that bringing in monthly? Do you have
Monthly,
anything on it?
I do have a report separate from that. I'll be trying to get
Is
that.
it went up any at all since the gas went up?
It varies from month to month. Sometimes it's over 6, sometimes it's 5. It just varies from month to
For
month.
a long time, it was like average around 5.
It's mostly our average around, estimate average around 5,000. No more of those.
I didn't know if it would go up there with the taxes.
Right, yeah. But now that 200,000, we're getting ready to pay that paving out of that. So next month, we're only going to have about 50,000 in there. Oh, close to 60,000.
But the payment's done.
Yeah, the
that's
paving
good.
is done.
Good,
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Report from council members. Mr. Lawson?
Okay, Street and Sanitation Department for the month of October, November, picked up 51 ton of garbage, 3 ton of recycling, 2 tons of brush, 1,000 pounds of leaves. Picked up leaves and stuff throughout the city, picked up brush throughout the city, and Christmas lights, patched potholes through the city, cut trees out of the road from the storms and the winds, winterized Asbury Park, and was called out 2 times for snow. That's all I got.
Okay. Ms. Bailey?
The library, we had 982 items checked out, 828 items checked in. There was 415 e-books checked out. They added 9 new patrons. 19 items were added, 3 were deleted, 297 computer users. They loaned 15 items, borrowed 61, held 4 programs with 43 people in attendance, and the total library attendance was 440. They also held a special story time for the preschoolers where they got to make their own stuffed animals and watch a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. They had a wonderful time and the little ones loved it. And in the month of December, they're going to be doing their Polar Express event again, and they hope to fill all 250 spots. If everybody didn't see it last year, it was pretty neat. thing, and they had people on waiting lists trying to get in to do it. So it'd be a good thing this month.
It was
I'm not sure
great.
what the date is, you know?
21st.
From
It was great last year. We, the first year, I was really amazed at the
It was
crowd.
visually very impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
it was, they did stuff that I didn't expect, and it was really neat.
Plus Santa Claus in
Yeah, oh, yeah, plus they called over here to, for those last minute requests.
There you go.
Thank you, Beth. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, that Lloyd's talking about the snow. I did get a couple of phone calls from people talking about how much they appreciated the street department getting out and doing what they done yesterday morning, getting everything opened up, and that's usually all I get is complaint calls. Now, yesterday I got, a couple of people that are very appreciative of their work.
I had a phone call yesterday, said, for all the roads and toward the fall and everywhere, that Carville's road was the cleanest. It was impressive. And they always do. We always gonna do that.
Yeah. That's been a standing,
Yes.
that's been a standing thing for several years, so
You guys do a great job.
that's reflection on them. Mr. Smith, Police Department?
Police report for month of November comes with 211 complaints involving 23 accidents. There's 3 arrests made, 12 citations have been issued, also a total of 9,537 miles logged as patrolled in the city. And also, Brian has left a note here that the Carville Police Department had an officer that received the Tennessee Highway Safety Office for Officer of the Year, which was Adam Sutherland.
Mr. Jones?
Report for the fire department shows 2 false calls, 8 auto accidents, 2 involving extrication. One time assisted ambulance service, and 1 time set up an LD for livestock.
Okay. All right. Do I hear a motion to approve all reports as presented?
I'll make a motion.
Second motion.
Discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Any old business? Anybody got any old business? Okay. New business. Number 1, council discuss purchase of fire truck. Mr. Jones?
In reference to the grant and all that, and bidding it out, we talked to Mitch Loomis, and we don't have to bid it out because what other departments, it's already been sold, that other departments have bid it out, other towns, cities, departments, whatever. And by them doing that, we can go ahead and go with that truck without having to bid it out. And that's the truck that the fire department wanting meets that. It's already been done. We can proceed with it, if council wishes to. On that, based on that.
So we don't have to bid that out?
No.
No.
No, it should be you should have a letter there from Mitch Loomis, who's our East Tennessee Development District. That's because the city belongs to Sourcewell. At one time in the past, the city had bought something through Sourcewell, and since we belong to Sourcewell, we do not have to bid. And you see the second email down, sent an email to his superiors and said we can proceed on without having to bid.
So it'd be similar to like having a state contract.
It's somewhere along those same lines, yes.
It's kind of the same process as a state contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to go ahead and proceed
Purchase,
with the purchase order.
okay. In the amount of $304,208.
Yes.
I'll second the motion.
Discussion?
Clarification, there was the matching of the city come back to how much percent was it?
12%.
12%.
So we got the grant for $279,852, and I think some change. But we will have to make up the difference between 279 and the 304, which
That was gonna come out of the,
fire protection fund.
Fire protection.
Yes. Also, if we, by going ahead and doing this, when they receive the chassis for the truck, we go ahead and prepay. In other words, when the chassis gets to the factory in South Dakota, they'll send a invoice to us. We'll turn around and send the invoice to Mitch, and then he'll send it in to state, and they'll pay it. We'll save $4,000 by going ahead and paying for the chassis when it gets to the factory.
so we don't have to pay everything in full at one time?
No, we'll pay for the chassis, which is $105,900. That comes out of the grant. If we pay that, we'll save $4,000. If we prepay that, then the other 202 the other part won't be due for at least a year. We'll talk about at least a year.
It'll take them that long to build it.
Yeah, I think the build out, what was the lead time on it? About 395 days. Hopefully we get a little sooner, but that's what they say, 395 days. So you're looking at a year and a month.
I think it's 6 months on the chassis.
Yeah. Right now, because of the economy is so good,
Everybody's buying them.
well, that plus Freightliner is who the chassis is. They cannot build trucks fast enough, not just for the fire service, but period. They can't build enough big trucks for the
There's such a
demand
demand for trucks.
from the economy. Also, the metal for the body, all your body components that they're going to build, all the lead time has at least doubled on their lead time. Pumps, all kinds of things. The economy's booming so much, it's thrown everything behind because the factories right now cannot build any kind of component on time.
What kind of warranty do they give on those, on that stuff, pumps and stuff like that?
Oh, pump, I think is 10 years. I can't remember off the top of my head, Lord. I think it's like 10 years. The body,
Is there different warranties on different?
the pump body itself, the pump's got a warranty, the body's got a warranty. But I can't tell you exactly what those is, but it's in the proposal.
Okay.
But it's a standard warranty. So, we have a motion, I think it's second. Anybody have any other questions? Okay. Call roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Eagley?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson? Mr. Lloyd Lawson? Mayor Stixberry?
Yes, motion carries. Thank you all. Now, also by not having to bid this, we're probably saving, what, a good, 2 months? We're probably saving 2 months without having to go through the bid process. So, every little bit helps. Number 2, council to discuss Old Terrible School property. Ms. Beth.
I'm not sure what, I don't know who put this on there, I'm not sure what we're discussing, other than, okay, I know, what we talked about, I'm getting a planning commission in this meeting, so I don't know if we discussed it or not, but we had the, Jordan and myself and Vicki went to Knoxville to meet with the Economic and Community Design Center, and they have agreed to take on our project through the design center to help with like creating the park and things like that, which is awesome because they like can, bring in architects and, things like that to help us out. All we had to do, since we got the property from the school and TVA, was to show that we had insurance on it. And they went ahead and done that, and a copy of it's in your packet, to show that we have the liability insurance in case anything happens. And then, we're good to go now. We're gonna go with Mitch Loomis he's gonna help us try to find some grants to see what we can get put up there,
Great.
I think.
And I appreciate you and Vicki for all your work that's been done on this. I know that's been your spearhead since for a
Yes.
couple of years or so, or maybe longer,
Right.
to get that done, and we sure appreciate
I
you
am
for doing
really
it.
excited because, you know, there's several things that can be done and there's several things that cannot be put over there. So, it'll be a big project, but it'll be something that'll be great for the city, once it's done. So I look forward to, getting started with it to see where we can go with that.
Good. So that now that design center, they can draw from all kinds of different
Yeah.
expertise, I guess
And,
you
you
would
know,
say.
they only take on so many projects, you know, we had to go before a board and present our project to them. And then, and there was a whole panel of people over there, and then we left and they emailed it, they told us they'd get back with us, and they emailed us back the next day and said, yeah, that we were chosen. So it was very exciting, because like, they'll pay for the architecture, you know, to architect to come out and all that stuff, so it'll I mean, there's probably a minimal fee for us to pay, you know, the design center, but they have all the people we need.
Well, good.
I talked to Jordan on the phone about it too, and it's a really good deal going through them from what they normally charge, what they're willing to charge if we go through.
Right.
It's an unbeatable deal.
Right. And, you know, the lease agreement, I mean, we've talked, I get everything confused between this and the planning commission because I'm on both, and we've talked about it so much. But, you know, we have the lease agreement, and that is that as long as we maintain the field, which we've done over the past several years anyways, we mow, we, you know, do all that. So, I don't look for that to be a problem. There may just be a couple more things for them to mow around.
That's no problem. Like I said, you can't put anything that's permanent
Right.
on there, because it is in the
A
flood.
building, yes, but like a playground we can't.
Right, you can do, yes.
Yeah, trail, a walking trail, benches. you
I
know.
am curious about one thing, how does that affect having a restroom facility there?
We have talked about that, and we are trying to figure out where exactly, if we could put it,
Mhm.
because there's property, like on the bottom, you know, where the old school
Right.
playground was, but there's also a piece of property across the street.
The old ball field.
That where
which
the
is
old ball
Safety
field is.
Park.
Not the whole ball field, there's just a section of it. And where it's section, kind of like where we had the trunk or treat,
Mhm.
that area is with that property. So we don't know if that property can be built on, you know, maybe, we're hoping.
Well, that's just something we'll have to find out.
So, yeah, so,
Maybe TV ought to let us build that up above, you know, just that small section, or build that above the flood zone.
So where we can put a permanent
So you
restroom
can put,
facility.
yeah.
Because I can only imagine Scotty's, Shoney's, and the gas station would probably get sick of it real quick.
Well, yeah, but I
So there's got to be a way around.
yeah, I'm sure
so
we
we would
can.
even like to have maybe even like a picnic shelter or something over there. And if you had something like that,
Well,
then
you
you
know,
would have to have.
That's not, a picnic shelter is not considered permanent, because even on Longest Young Park,
Right.
I know that picnic shelter they have is below the 1040.
Mhm.
It has to be. I mean, it's, because that's partly leased land too.
Yeah, but if you have, I mean, I was just thinking if we had the picnic shelter, it would be nice to have a bathroom.
Absolutely.
Pretty much about have to, so.
Yeah,
But
so,
we'll work around it one way or the other.
mhm.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, council discuss website domain, Mr. Pittman.
I'll take that. I guess I tried to get a little too fancy with the .gov. That's, if we were a metro area or a combined government like Knoxville, Knox County, it would probably be better to have that. But Teresa called impasse, and they said go ahead and go with the GoDaddy. And just on the financial savings alone, it's the way to go. I researched, I guess, too big on that one, whereas I should have been looking a little bit smaller as far as web domain goes. So I want to make a motion to go ahead and authorize Teresa to get with GoDaddy this week and get us a web domain. So, especially so we can set up the emails, so we have an official City of Carville email. And once I have to log into the web domain, it's a matter of, it'll take about 8 hours in front of a computer to do it. It's just a matter of putting everything else online. And I've got a guy that's going to shoot some drone footage above Carville for us to put online. So it'll just be a matter of, I get to log in and spend a couple days sending an electronic paint drive all out.
Okay, so we're getting real close now.
Yeah, so like I said, I actually would go ahead and make the motion that we authorize Teresa to go to GoDaddy.com.
But is our name gonna be this right here where you have townofcarville.com? Would that be our,
If that's available, I would recommend that. would be
All
what
of
we-
these are available, just the
Oh, okay.
council decides.
I like Town of Carville. No, I'm not, I mean, and of course, it's will of the council for the, I mean, whatever you all think is best.
Townofcarroll.com, that's probably be the easiest one, I would think, most people to remember.
It's easy to remember.
yeah,
I mean, if it's available, I say we go ahead and snatch that one up as soon as
Absolutely.
possible.
There's more than one Carville.
Yeah,
There's Carroll, Florida.
I mean, I would consider Town of Carville TN.
We try that one, say the team.
Oh, they spelled the same?
Yeah.
Yep,
So do we do town of Carroll?
because I pass it every year I go to the beach.
Yeah, I would say I passed it there, Carville recently.
I see
Yeah,
it
there's
every
Carville,
time I
Florida.
Google it.
There's a Carville in Lake City.
Yeah.
Not that we have a Lake City anymore.
So if there is a Carroll, Florida on Interstate 10.
But yeah, maybe look to see if it's Town of Carville TN.
TN.com, okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a Carville, Wisconsin as well.
There's several that pop up when
Yeah.
I Google.
It'd probably be best to do that. Good idea, Pat.
They don't pronounce them the same way we do.
That's
Carroll.
That's probably true. That's probably true. All right, have a motion, have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Peebler?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stixberry?
Yes, motion carries. Any other business come before the board? If not, your motion, we adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we'll take about 10 minutes and then we'll convene the beer board.
You need that copy back of the other one, the license, the big packet? You need all that?
No. You can have it, that's for your,
Reading,
I got some more, I'll put.
yeah.
That's for
That's
your-
your bedtime reading,
that's some light reading for
and
you.
there'll be a test bedtime.
And you say, how many hogs you say they killed up on the flats? 8?
One guy killed 8.
Who processes them? You know about, does anybody process them? You have to process them yourself.
No, they process.
I just wonder who, I mean, does anybody around, does like,
I put it in Old Woods place.
does Doyle, does Skeeter and them process hogs?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure does.
I didn't know that.
Sure
Because
does.
I had a buddy killed too in Scott County over the weekend.
There's a bunch of them.
I know both my boys been talking about going hog hunting. I said, well, we gotta find somebody to process them, so now we know.
Skeeter, those.
Yeah, him and his dad's got that, Old Wood slaughterhouse up there.
Oh,
Well, they've got my brother-in-law got a deer and got it.
I know Mr. Wood's out back, so he used to do that.
That's who it was.
Is there a designation right now in your all's
See, Clayton
beer
died first,
permit
didn't he?
as to
John,
if
did
it's
John
on,
was one of
on-site or off-site?
It's offsite.
those? We
It's
talking
just
about-
off-site?
It's just off-site.
Okay.
Yeah, you talk about, you
Okay.
talking about two good guys. You couldn't ask for
So,
better people.
that's-
John's wife, Miss Williams, you couldn't.
You'll be
Nobody-
asking,
Oh, Lord knows.
Offsite.
but you want to
Is it
change
the
it to that,
dictionary?
right?
No.
No, that's the
You
quick
don't want to
stop.
change it to,
That's the quick stop.
oh, sorry,
Yeah, it's okay.
okay. It's under a different section to do on-site and off-site.
Okay.
You can do that, but it's in a different section that has to be designated.
Okay. So the quick stop and the new being what you can send on
Well,
Thursday.
when we convene here,
Okay.
we'll get to it here in just a minute. Whenever Patrick gets back, we won't have to take 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and
Okay.
do what we gotta do. We got a list.
Oh, thanks.
You got on the list?
Well, that's all this.
Okay. Yeah. Rocky Top Market, Pilot, Dollar General, Quick Stop, Pioneer Share. Okay.
You sign that, sign all those. And then this one, I'll look at something.
Yeah. Yeah, get your signing pencils out here in a minute. Are you back, Patrick?
I'm back.
All right, everybody ready to go on? All right, I'd like to call to order the Town of Carville Beer Board. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Feebler?
Here.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Here.
Mr. Eric Smith? Ms. Beth Lawson? Here. Ms. Vicki Heatherly? Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Here.
Mayor Tewksbury?
Here, we do have a quorum. This is our yearly meeting on our beer permits. I will go ahead and read the list. We have one question. I guess I'll go ahead and read the list and I need to refer to Kathy on a question. Okay, number one is Takumi, which is over here on the highway. We have El Reyes, TA Truck Stop, Rocky Top Market, Pilot Travel Center, Dollar General Store, the Quick Stop, and Pioneer Shell. That is the 8. That's the 8 that's on the list. Now, the Quick Stop, they want to sell like they are now, but they also want to consume on premises. So that was a question I had, so I will refer to our attorney. What'd you find out, Kathy?
We can, it's under a different section, but it can be approved with that amendment that permit be for both on premises and off premises consumption. You can have that.
Okay.
So right now, they only have off premises, right?
Uh-huh.
So with the renewal, it can be changed to for both on premises and off premises.
So it can consume on site.
Yes, and that's in one of the sections of the ordinances. It's in 8-104. I'll give Teresa this 8-104 for a small d. I'll give you that code section.
Will they have to get another permit?
No, that's what we were looking at. I think they can do it with this permit if the beer board amends it to change it to that section. Because they all are under these different, either for, on, off, or both. There's 3 different sections and that is allowed. So I would recommend that you do it and approve theirs with that amendment to change what it's for.
Don't that also fall under the same thing as being close to a church or a residence or something like that?
Yes, that's in a different code section of what you and I were over. Yes, absolutely. That's in a different, that's under a different number of this same ordinance.
Okay, so we can go ahead and approve everyone's but Quick Stop and then come back and do them separately?
Yes, I would recommend you do that.
Okay. All right, so do I hear a motion that we approve?
Yeah, you have a beer with your burger, basically.
They already sell food and make sure that he wants people to consume beer and what's relevant to drink.
Selling
while they're
food
eating.
is a part of that, right,
Right
Kathy?
now, they have a retail.
To serve
area
beer.
only, but he's wanting to retail on premises to consume.
You can't
I
serve.
don't know if it's under this section. I know that's something that's
Yeah,
in
I
here.
don't think you can serve beer if you don't sell food.
There is an ordinance that says they sell food.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll go ahead and read the ones again that we'll approve first, and we'll come back and do Quick Stop second. Will be Takumi, El Rey, TA, Rocky Top Market, Pilot Travel Center, Dollar General Store, and Pioneer Shell. Do I hear a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion.
I'll say.
Discussion? Call roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Peebler?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Tewksbury?
Yes, motion carries. All right, now, back to the Quick Stop. Do I hear a motion that we grant Quick Stop the on premises and off premises consumption per, do we need to say per ordinance number so-and-so, or?
Yes, under that ordinance, to change their permit to that type of permit. What happens is that doesn't cause, a beer permit holder just can't convert the type of usage they have. They have to come back in front of the board in order to be granted that type of permit. So that's what you all are considering
But
now.
they'll have to come in front of us, right?
They're in front of you right now. So if you issue that type of permit upon this vote, you can either renew theirs like it is, or option 2 is that you can change it to a different usage that allows on and off premises.
Is there a difference on packaged beer and, as far as the selling of packaged beer and the consumption of beer on the premises? Is there a difference in the rate, where they're located as far as being too close to a residence or too close to a church, or are
No.
they the same?
They're the same.
Okay.
I mean, we're not giving him the right to open a tap or nothing. It'll just be like you can open a beer and have a drink there, right? It's not that they can't go and have beer
I
on
mean, they
tap.
could have a tap, I would assume.
Could they? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Under here, this is what I interpreted it to be.
okay. I was
Okay,
just
can-
thinking it was, yeah, you could open a beer and have it. I didn't know they were gonna be like a bar, kind of, per se.
Pretty much.
It was a bar.
The food.
Okay.
I mean, it's no different from Tacoma.
Right.
It's just,
I've never
we're not,
been there, so.
we've not had the concept where we've had package and
The third
on
is,
premise.
Retail and premises consumption only. So they can't walk out with it, they have to consume it in the restaurant.
Okay. Now, here we go. Hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second it.
To allow
Both on and
both on and off.
Lloyd, to answer your question, all of the restrictions, limitations, and conditions, which would be how far away they are from a church or schools in section 5, and the type of permits you all issue is in section 4.
So it's the same one?
It's all under Title 8 of the ordinances.
Sorry, I got a question?
Did they address, did they come here and question for that, or is this something they just called, or?
He had called asking can he consume, since he sells food, yes.
Okay. Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Patrick Beagley?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Eric Smith?
No.
Ms. Beth Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd Lawson?
Yes.
Mayor Stixberry?
Yes, motion carries. No further business for the beer board. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor say aye. All right, thank you. Now,
Don't leave.
yeah, don't run off. We gotta have some signatures.
No, just pass that one.
Yeah, just pass half of them down.
On the second page, I need three.
So y'all understood what I was saying, that if somebody, all of a sudden somebody that has a beer permit that's designated as package only,